Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebartogo.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we fast forward the clock a few years to inquire about what Tim will be doing in bourbon when he retires.
That's nice. Yeah.
My name is Justin Lewis. Please join me in welcoming my co-host Steve Akeley, along with our special guests Tim Swiat and Jeff Andreezy.
Hey gang, what's up?
What's happening, everyone?
Hey, everyone.
Hey-oh! So yeah, we're going to be talking today about Tim and his retirement, even if it's far down the road. I know he's already thinking about it, and he's kind of in the business where you probably always need to be thinking about retirement because it's kind of what he does. Financial planner, you got to be, you're talking to clients and customers about that stuff all day. You got to be thinking about that yourself. So we'll delve into that and see if there's any sort of plan in place and what he's got going on with that. And we'll get to that after the break. For right now, though, Tim said there was another topic he wanted to address. What is that, sir?
Yeah, so I was thinking about this because I have a friend of mine who's just an absolute complete train wreck. And I was thinking about, for some reason, sandwiches and personifying sandwiches. So that person would be a Kentucky hot brown, just an absolute mess of a sandwich.
Okay.
If you had to compare yourself to a sandwich, what would you be? And you can't say foot long either, boys.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
We've had that debate ad nauseum. Yes.
Okay. Justine looks like she was ready. Now she's pulling the reins back in.
No, I don't know. I mean, I would have to say like an Italian sub because they're my favorite, but
okay.
I mean, that's the only reason why, because
they are amazing, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So, yeah. She'd be an Italian sub.
An Italian sub with not a bit of Italian in her, but that's okay.
She could pass off as Italian though. If you're like, hey, this is my Italian girlfriend, and then she's like very quiet because she doesn't know the language really well, everybody be like, oh yeah, I saw the new Italian girlfriend. Yeah. Justine could pull it off. She got the dark hair, so it wouldn't be a big deal at all. So, yeah.
Mine's easy. It's a Philadelphia cheesesteak.
Oh, I love that sandwich.
I'm beefy. I'm artificially cheesy, and I got just the right amount of spice.
Okay. All right.
Artificially cheesy.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
Okay. I feel like I'd be a hoagie. I mean, because it's a big sandwich. It's girthy. You know, it's wide. You know, like I'm when I walk in a room, I'm a big guy walking in any way you look at it. So the hoagie, I think, is the way to go.
Yeah, you got to step sideways to get in the doors. You're a big presence. Sometimes. That would make sense.
It's always a nightmare when people are sitting at the bar, and I got to get by there to get the tables. And
the uncomfortable scooch past everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
It can be awkward. So, and then there's people who don't seem to realize that I'm going to be taking up all that space there, and then you kind of feel bad. But You try to
Then
go
it's on
through
them.
quickly. You try to go through quickly. Like that makes a difference. I did
it
touch you,
does.
but it was quickly. It was quickly.
Yeah. Those are all good
No.
sandwich choices.
Yeah. So, all right, Tim, you asked the question. What could be your answer here?
I have no idea. No,
Okay.
I'm kidding. It's got to be a Maxwell Street Polish. So, not a foot-long hot dog. Very different. Italian sausage on French bread with some mustard and grilled onions. Very basic, straight to the point. You know exactly what you're getting, and hopefully it goes down easy.
Okay.
I had no idea. It was such a stupid small talk. But I just remember this person just an absolute dumpster fire, and all I could think about is the Kentucky hot brown sandwich and how much that is just a dumpster fire.
I love Kentucky hot brown.
I
don't
do
like
too.
it? Okay.
Is it?
I like them too, but it's just it can be a mess.
It is a mess.
Total
It's just
mess.
a mess. And like, how can this be a sandwich? But it's a sandwich.
It's
that
delicious.
personified that person.
Yeah. What would Lenny be? This would be the toughest question for Lenny because he hates sandwiches. Yeah.
He'd be some kind of wrap.
a wrap.
Really can't call it a sandwich, but
That doesn't
No.
sound anything remotely close to good. Sorry, I had to look up what a hot brown was.
A hot brown? Oh no, it's
Oh,
delicious.
yeah.
oh man,
delicious.
it's gravy and cheese and egg and I don't know what. There's
Meat.
Yeah.
bread.
there's meat
It's,
in
it's
there.
open
somewhere.
faced. It's open faced. Yeah. Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd love it. We'd get her one, and then she would act like she didn't like it. She'd be like, "Ooh, this is it." And then when we were like, I'd be like, "I gotta go to the bathroom. Come back. The sandwich is all gone." She's like, "Oh, well,
Yeah.
someone
When she
stop."
finds out that Eddie Russell, that's his favorite sandwich, she'd be eating all of them.
Learn how to make them.
Oh,
That's my expertise. I make the
That's right.
best hot browns.
Correct.
I think
What would
that
Lenny be?
Lenny would be a lobster roll.
A lobster
Yes,
roll. Yeah,
that's a great
that's
call.
A good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I like that. But would
Yeah.
he be the mayo or the hot butter?
No, ooh.
I like the hot butter. I don't like.
I would like the hot butter, but he wouldn't have it dripping with hot butter. He'd have it squeegeed and squeezed out because that'd be bad on his digestive system. I would only imagine what he would do to a toilet after that. It's got to be.
Light. He's light on the butter for.
Yes.
Light on the butter.
Is-
He is super healthy. So
Is
yeah.
mayonnaise on a lobster roll a thing?
Can't be.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. For
That's
sure.
the cold ones. Yep.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like if you go to Maine, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get the
Yep.
one with the mayonnaise, and they're everywhere. You get lobster roll stands, not just in restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
That's a
definitely-
real deal over there. There's a whole Seinfeld episode on lobster about that, too. When Kramer finds the lobster traps.
Right.
He's cooking
Oh,
them all
yeah.
up, and the guy, you can't do that. They arrest him, make this whole big deal about it.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start this time with the man of the hour, Tim Swyatt. What do you got there?
We're going through some Cedar Ridge American Single Malt. This is the quintessential signature blend. Cheers out to Mr. Quint. Good dude, good distillery. Let me get my settings as I delay. Swyatt on the set.
Okay. Nothing really going on there. I've got Father Time, signed by Jim Gaffigan, my friend. Jim
Ooh.
Gaffigan. See that? Right there.
Yeah, your friend.
Close personal friend.
My very close personal friend. This is the Father Time the Caboose. This is the release number 5 and the ones dedicated to his kids. He's done some special one-offs, but in the series, this is the 5th one. All right, let's see what we got here. That was good. There was some slush in there, though. So
Hot with a gurgle.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Gurgle.
I did foul on that, but the cork pop was good. So let's see. Let's have Jeff go next.
All right. I've got some Booker's 2504. This is the Phantom Pipes.
Okay.
Boy, I'm just.
Those are tough. The wax. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, talking over his cork pop. That was beautiful, Jeff. You got jobbed.
Yeah.
These are hard. These are hard ones.
Felt like Jeff would have the lead right now, but there was someone talked over it, so he is in second place. I've got the lead. Justine's last but not
Conveniently.
least. She's 1 for 1, folks.
I feel like I'm purposely trying to find bottles that I don't want to be the winner all the time. I have Bardstown Bourbon Company Rye.
Okay. Oh. We'll throw it to Tim. Tim, you can make the call here.
as much as Steve, I think your cork pop was loud and obnoxious. The slosh, though, is what kills you. You get deductions. You have to give it to Justine right now. She's clean pole, stuck the landing.
I can't deny that. I had some
And a
problems.
deduction for talking over somebody.
I wasn't going to bring it up, but there it is.
There it is.
Cheers,
Cheers,
guys.
Cheers,
Justine.
everyone. Justine, 2/3 of the way to a Gordie Howe. Not too shabby.
The Cordy
A
House.
goal, assist, and a fight.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about Tim's retirement, whenever that might be. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
This is Lenny Eckstein, and to set the record straight, I am a vegan, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back. Today on the show, we're talking about Tim's bourbon retirement.
All right, Tim, we're not going to pin you down on a date or anything like that, but you're not going to be one of these guys that, is waiting until you're 65 till you're eligible for Medicare and then retiring, are you?
No way.
Okay.
No way. Nope. The general. So we were talking beforehand about birthdays and where you had your spouse. The general is exactly 14 days older than me. So the whole retirement debate started as I was laughing every year up till 40. And then once we turned 40, she reminded me that she retires before I do now, because she'll be 2 weeks older than me once we get our date. But yeah, so the one thing that impacted the big dream was that third kid. If you know me famously from this podcast, 2/3 of my kids were what I call my little wardrobe malfunctions. So that if anybody's got a lawsuit against latex companies, it's this guy. It was not user error. I swear they were on right. But the plan was one kid, and that was only one kid that was planned. So when you have 3 kids now, man, these kids are expensive. So we are almost done. We're finishing up our sophomore year of high school for the youngest. So in about 2 years, game on, which puts us right on target. So I'm famously turning 49, 49 this year. So the financial independence right now, based on calculations, is within 10 years. if everything goes as planned, and then we make decisions of what we want to do from here.
Are both you and the general looking at like some gig jobs or stuff like that in retirement?
Absolutely. I don't think we can't sit down. We've been working. I kind of joke around that we've had kids longer than we've never had kids. So trying to go from running around and having a schedule to not having some type of schedule or discipline is probably not going to fly for us just by naturally who we are. So we always find some place to help, some place to be involved with and share talents and whatever we do. Because I think what we have can do a lot for volunteer work, can do a lot for some more fulfilling things outside of commercial stuff. But yeah, I don't think we'll be sitting still. Let's put it that way.
You also have a grandchild now, so
yes.
I'm sure there will be more of those in the future. So those will keep you busy as well.
Correct.
And
First
growth.
grandchild before 49. That wasn't in the brochure, but here we are. 2/3 of my life wasn't in the brochure, but here we are. But it's nice knowing that my competition's 72 years old right now. So I got a long runway with that grandchild to teach her how to change oil because the other 3 idiots won't learn how to change their own oil. It's frustrating.
It's frustrating, huh? Okay. Well, that's cool. Let's talk bourbon in retirement. What's that going to look like?
So far, so well. Right now, building it out. So both the general and I have some passions that we do. Obviously, bourbon is one of them. So you see me doing different events, speaking engagements, and that's what I have a passion for: is education and speaking publicly, having some fun with that. So I enjoy that part of the job more than anything, and got a nice little gig right now. Consider it a side gig, but like to see that expand and see where that takes me as we go. Being agnostic, not necessarily to a brand, but to the education part of it and time with joint ventures and collaborations with different distilleries. That sounds very entertaining. And then, with the general, she enjoys her botany and her landscaping stuff and decorating and things like that. So she's starting to, pick that up a little bit as well, which ties along with usually going to distilleries. There's usually some garden center, nursery, botanical gardens tied to someplace there. So it's a nice synergy between the both of us.
Hobby Lobby.
Well, yes, Hobby Lobby. Yes. I absolutely despise that place, but that's one of the things is Hobby Lobby and antique shops are the two things that I must make sure happen if we do a bourbon-centric tour or trip.
I feel like that's pretty fair.
What happens if you do a tour on Sunday?
We will find something open. There's antique shops open. She's got that covered for
There you
sure.
go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
The amount of crap and antiques we have in our house is a whole other ballgame. So her little consignment gig is working pretty well in kids' clothes and antique stuff.
Okay.
Are any of the antiques haunted?
We choose not to dabble in that area, but we treat them with a lot of respect to make sure we don't bring that bad juju into the house.
Okay. All right.
But yes, it would not surprise with some of the history that we have in the house.
Okay. Is the house you're in the forever home? Like it'll always be there? You're not going to move to a warmer climate or anything? You're not going to move to Kentucky for more bourbon stuff? You're staying where you're at?
This house will probably be in the family trust at some point in time here in the next year, and most likely, assuming that the state of Illinois doesn't completely go bust or whatever it may be, we'll probably be here for a very, very long time. With that said, we do have our eyes on the South Texas trailer park where Gokin is at. I'm already staking claims and gonna get ready to take over for him as the king of bourbon in the trailer park in about 10 years.
He would hate that.
Yeah.
I bet they elect you king day one.
Right.
Oh, here's the new young guy coming in. Yeah. So we've been looking at that. We're looking at spots there to see if we can compete with that and buy in early before he gets too expensive.
Right.
No, we've talked about have this place. We do like our Four Seasons, yet we do like to travel. So we've dabbled on getting a recreational vehicle where we can pull up and pull anywhere we want to, go and do our things. But that's not necessarily. I don't know what that would be, but. Do enjoy your trips to Key West, which we are scheduling for January for 27.
Okay.
So there's a little announcement. We will be there unless something odd happens. But do enjoy your trips some places. But I have a hard time buying real estate in other places that I can't see and be having to take care of it and worry about stuff out where I can't see. That's one of the kind of rules of thumb that my grandfather taught me. If I can't see the land, hard to buy it and own it, I'd rather rent it and let it be somebody else's problem. So we would definitely do some longer term rents in different places instead of having to worry about a place that we can't see.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It costs a lot of money to get a place, and then you're responsible, like you said, for everything, maintenance and insurance and all kinds of shit. You don't have to deal with taxes. Yeah.
We do have a family farm in the family too as well, so about 187 acres in central Illinois. Unfortunately, it's Illinois, but there is no distilling location anywhere near. About 45 minutes away, there's a distillery that's pretty widely known in DeKalb, Illinois. But other than that, that's actually a family member of ours on the opposite side of the in-laws family. So it's ironic that we still have family farmland enough to make some stuff and maybe dabble with that at some point in time on the legal side.
Okay. All right.
So you financial advising, right? And are you doing that?
In that space, yes.
Are you doing that with individuals?
I manage the folks that do all that stuff. So, but I also do it for a very, very small group of people myself.
Sure. So you've got to see all the mistakes that
every day
retirees and retirees make with their money.
Yes.
So,
you see the horror stories. You see this, that, and the other. It is a complex topic because the one thing you can't buy is time, and it's amazing what happens when you start early, paying yourself early.
Right.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
You got to pay yourself first, and you use unless you own your own business, you kind of use everybody can be replaced, so you use them as much as they're using you until you can find your freedom or find your own business to take off on your own and take that risk. I'd rather bet on myself than anybody else. So.
Do it, folks. That's what I can't say enough is invest in your future as early as you can, and don't make excuses. Like I get it. We all have stuff going on where we can excuse away why we can't save for the future, but do it. And it's a journey that it might take you 20 years to put away that first $1 million, but I'm telling you what. The second one comes faster. The third one comes faster than that. Next thing you know, you're working and you're making more from your investments, way more than you're making working. It's amazing. The compounding is a beautiful
math
thing.
Works.
Math, it's consistent. It works.
Yeah.
Tim, part of my decision is seeing some family not have long retirements, seeing some coworkers, some friends, had just another one, 52 years old. He may not last the week. It's like, no, let me out now, because I still have some faculties. I've still got some energy.
You got gas in the tank too. You're walking away when you could have more prime earning years. But again, what are you doing? What are you doing with that money so you can have a bigger estate when you do kick the bucket? Well, what the fuck, man? Live your life. Enjoy it. Yeah.
For full disclosure, Steve, our relationship together since we started in 2019, you've really changed a lot of my mindset on it too, because I've always been one to sacrifice. Do it later. Next thing you know, you blink and the time's gone.
Right.
So you find a way, we're very self-sufficient. The general and I are very self-sufficient. We don't like other people raising kids. I don't dump kids on family members or this, that, and the other. I like controlling a lot of that stuff because it's our responsibility to get them to 18. After that, they can do whatever they want to do and go from there. But like I said, we're almost there, but it's now you start lining it up and go take that trip. You can take that trip. You don't have to. Don't keep up with social media. Social media is all a lie. It's all. I always get a kick out of the kids saying, "Yeah, I took off of school today. I'm at the beach." Picture them laying in the sand in a sandbox at a playground. It's all fugazi, man. It's like,
right.
And they just want you to keep on thinking and reaching for dreams that are unattainable. And it's like, figure out who you are, and when you finally have that ability to. Like I said, financial. I don't say it's retirement. It's financial independence, because now I've actually bought my freedom back, which is hard to do. And you see a lot of folks that aren't able to do that, and then they go right to the people who made those sacrifices, asking you to sacrifice again. That's a tough one, especially when it's family.
Yeah.
And you see a lot of that more than anything. And what I have, you have family members that just don't take that sacrifice. They live in the now. They live in everything here, but all of a sudden they don't have enough to be able to have their own say in life.
Right. Yeah, it's sad. It is. I'll tell you what, though, when you pull the ripcord, it's scary. I'll say that.
Oh, yeah.
It's still scary for me right now as I'm winding down, just a little bit over 2 months left. It's incredibly scary for me because I feel like, man, I could have just kept doing what I'm doing and been successful, made a great living and kept the wheels on. But, you're just on cruise control, too. Do I want to? I don't want to be on cruise control. I want to push myself to do different things. And again, I want to weed out the things that are taking up all my time, all my schedule. It's bad. So
it's the time and it's the mental drain. That's a big one for me.
Yeah.
I had a mentor of mine was basically telling me the same thing. It's like that pain you feel, all that uneasiness you feel when you're making a hard decision. That's called growth. Mm-hmm. Worst case scenario, just there's a fork in the road. Just take the other one.
Right.
It's okay. Just keep on walking. You have to. What I love about your story, Steve, is that you're retiring to something. You're not retiring from anything. You're just changing what you're doing,
right.
And you're still active in it. A lot of folks that I know, I have a former colleague of mine. I've been at this firm for about 20 years now. About 2 years in, he was at the firm for already 40 years, and then retired and passed away within the week. But he did everything that he wanted to do. This is what he loved. He loved doing his job. This is what he did. But then ended that, and I use that as an example all the time. And it's like, man, what could have been?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But hey.
Yeah. We all have things we want to do in life. So, I mean, for me, like I said, I've shared it. I want to go on the Route 66 road trip. I want to do that. I want to do the whole thing, beginning to end and back. And then. I want to live in Key West. I want to experience that. I want to, I love it down there, and because I feel very alive down there. I want to feel like does that stay? Do you keep that feeling? And if so, man, that's the way to live.
No, unless you try.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to spend some extended time down in places and see what it's like after the tourists leave.
Yep, exactly. So
do the tourists ever leave Key West though?
Not really. There's some times that are slower than others, obviously, but and we're getting ready to come up on some of that with hurricane season kicking off. People
sure.
get a little scared, but yeah. So,
well if we get a wild hair tonight, maybe we could record episode 7, and Justine could tell us about retirement.
Yeah. How's Justine's retirement coming along?
Not very good. It'll be a short show.
It'll be a short show. So we're trying to help her.
Commercial.
Yeah. So we'll see. So she's on track for something, but we'll see. I try to help her out when I can. So I try to give her advice. Whether she's taking that or not, I don't know.
She's got her business ventures. Yeah. Justine is tremendous at the things behind the scenes. None of this stuff would happen without Justine around. So none of the stuff that I do, none of the stuff, Steve, that you do, without Justine being there. She is an absolute critical part of this whole machine that keeps on rolling.
She is.
And,
she is.
That's how you stay in bourbon.
I'm hoping that the latest one, the Copper Road, really turns into something. I think it has high potential to do so. It's just a matter of launching it. Launching it's the toughest thing. I feel like the proof of concept hurts a lot of people from wanting to sign on. They don't know what it is. So what are you doing? You're doing this, and if it was up and running, it would be no big deal. So it's getting the initial ones is the tough one. Then after that, I feel it's going to be easy. So yeah.
Bingo, Steve. Yep, you got it.
We will see. So on that note, we're going to wrap this one up, as we always do, by talking about where people can find us. Jeff, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
Facebook, Instagram, and the Cigar Dojo, Jeff Andreezy, 2 I's and 2 Z's.
All right, Tim.
You can find me picking out spots in South Texas, looking to be next to Gokin, and challenge him on King of Bourbon of the trailer park there for the winter. On Instagram at SwyGuy2112, YouTube at our flagship whiskey, and at RushCreekDistilling.com.
I wonder if he'd move. He probably would. He'd be like, I just can't do it, because he loves being the big shot. So
he has to find a new trailer park.
Right. He'd leave. I believe that in my heart, because
I don't feel like he's the fighter. I feel like he's just like, all right, I'm just gonna go find
flight.
him.
Yeah, not fight, flight. So he's out of there trying to find the different.
We can take it over together. We can he can bring 30 bottles. I can bring 30 bottles, and make sure we only come home with one.
Yeah. Well,
it can happen.
No, he likes being the big deal because everyone just gathers around and they're on hinging on every word that he says because he's the bourbon guy. So yeah, it's pretty wild to think about. So there you go, fun stuff. All right, Justine, how about you? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at JA_Maze.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley across all social media, abvnetwork.com. That's where we have all of our shows and things like that. All of everything that we do is out there. And also abvbarrelshop.com. We got a lot going on there, particularly right now. I've got a farewell tour that's going on. We got 14 different stops, if you will, that involve presentations and unique, fun things that we're doing. We've got the festival. We have other classes and events and things like that as well. So check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. Justine, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. Also, if you like what we're doing, please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
See you, everyone.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you're in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.